The Oberkommando des Heeres was the supreme high command of the German army. It was founded in 1935 as a part of Adolf Hitler's re-militarization of the Third Reich. Its commander held the title Oberbefehlshaber des Heeres, Supreme High Commander of the Army. From 1938 OKH was, together with OKL Oberkommando der Luftwaffe, Supreme High Command of the Air Force, and OKW Oberkommando der Marine, Supreme High Command of the Navy, formerly subordinated to the OKW Oberkommando der Wehrmacht, Supreme High Command of all armed forces. During the war, OKH had the responsibility of strategic planning of armies and army groups, while the General Staff of the OKH managed operational matters. Each German army also had an Army Oberkommando, Army Command, or AOK, until the German defeat at Moscow in December 1941. OKH and its staff was de facto the most important unit within the German war planning. Later OKW took over this position. OKH versus OKW. During the first years of the World War, OKW needed Adolf Hitler's approval for orders to OKH. This made the commander of OKH Walther von Brauchitsch the de facto head of all German Wehrmacht officers. After the German defeat outside Moscow in December 1941, the conflicts were resolved when von Brauchitsch was dismissed on the 19th of December, and Hitler appointed himself as commander of the OKH. Now Hitler was Chancellor, President and Commander-in-Chief. After this point, orders from the OKW no longer needed Hitler's approval, as Hitler now began to participate in the war planning more personally by joining the OKW as well. The OKW commander Wilhelm Keitel and OKW's Chief of Staff Alfred Jodl dared not oppose to any decision made by Hitler, however wrong they might have thought it to be. The General Staff of the OKH continued the work though, but became subordinate to OKW. Overview. Chiefs of OKH and Supreme Commander of the Army. The Oberbefehlshaber des Heeres in the Wehrmacht was General Colonel Werner von Fritsch, 1935 to the 4th of February 1938. Field Marshal Walther von Brauchitsch, the 4th of February 1938 to the 19th of December 1941. Third Reich Chancellor Adolf Hitler, the 19th of December 1941 to the 30th of April 1945. Hitler assumed personal command of the OKH following Brauchitsch's dismissal in order to supervise Operation Barbarossa, the German-led invasion of the Soviet Union. His command of the OKH, however, led to disastrous defeats of the German army in the Eastern Front and soon on the Western Front. Field Marshal Ferdinand Schorner, the 30th of April 1945 to the 8th of May 1945. Schorner, one of Hitler's favorite military commanders, was named in Hitler's last will and testament, which the latter issued prior to his suicide on April 30, 1945, as the new commander of the OKH. Meanwhile, the OKH was subordinated to the OKW of the Wehrmacht, under Field Marshal Wilhelm Keitel. Chiefs of the OKH General Staff: General Colonel Ludwig Beck, 1935 to the 31st of October 1938. General Colonel Franz Halder, the 31st of October 1938 to the 24th of September 1942. General Colonel Kurt Zeitzler, the 24th of September 1942 to the 10th of July 1944. General Lieutenant Adolf Hitler, the 10th of July 1944 to the 20th of July 1944. General Colonel Heinz Guderian, the 21st of July 1944 to the 28th of March 1945, the inventor of the Blitzkrieg warfare. General of the Infantry Hans Krebs, the 29th of March 1945 to the 1st of May 1945. Field Marshal Wilhelm Keitel, the 1st of May 1945 to the 13th of May 1945. General Colonel Alfred Jodl, the 13th of May 1945 to the 23rd of May 1945. Although both OKW and OKH were headquartered in Zossen during the Third Reich, the functional and operational independence of both establishments were not lost on the respective staff during the tenure. Personnel at the sprawling Zossen compound remarked that even if Maybach II was completely destroyed, the OKH staff in Maybach I would scarcely notice. The camouflaged facilities were separated physically by a fence, also maintained structurally different mindsets towards their objectives. On the 28th of April 1945, Hitler formally subordinated OKH to OKW, giving the latter commanded forces on the Eastern Front. Flag for the Commander-in-Chief of the German Army. The design of this command flag was very simple. It only displayed the basic German nationalist colors of red, white and a black iron cross. For display on a motor vehicle, the 30 cm square flag was encased in a metal frame and held in place by a double-sided, clear perspex cover. As the Commander-in-Chief of the German Army inevitably held the rank of a General Feldmarschall, the vehicle flag for this rank usually was displayed in conjunction with the command flag on the same vehicle. Flag for the Chief of the German Army General Staff. This special flag was introduced only on the 1st of September 1944. At this time the office was held by General Oberst Heinz Guderian. Because of some violent disputes with Hitler, he was sent on leave on the 28th of March 1945, only 38 days before the end of the war. So it came that this flag was closely associated with Guderian. The flag was similar in certain aspects to the flag used by the Commander-in-Chief of the German Army. The differences were that 4 golden eagles had been added to the corners of the flag. Moreover, a white swastika was placed on the iron cross in the center of the flag.